Hi, Steve Ward here with Mercedes-Benz of Linden. I want to show you today a beautiful 2009 Smart Car. Now, the Smart Car is a fantastic car, very fun car to drive. If you don't know much about the Smart Car, it was a co-venture with Swatch Watch Company and Mercedes-Benz. It was originally called the Art Car. It is an exclusive Mercedes-Benz product now. It's manufactured and was fully designed by Mercedes-Benz. Of course, Mercedes-Benz invented the very first automobile in 1886, Carl Benz receiving that patent. Since that time, Mercedes-Benz has over 80,000 patents. And this little guy has got all of the safety and technology features packed right into it that represent that 125 years of experience and excellence in engineering. Obviously, it's a beautiful blue. If you've never driven a Smart Car, I would recommend coming down driving one. It's got a manual transmission that will shift automatically for you. So there's a couple of different ways that you can shift it or just let it do its thing. We've got an all-glass top. This is a Passion model. The engine's in the rear of the vehicle. We've got a split section here, the tailgate. We got some storage back here. The engine compartment sits right underneath here. It's a 1 liter 3-cylinder engine. Change the oil every 10,000 miles. They're fantastic in the snow. You can put snow tires on them as well. But they really just tractor around and up hills, and they're quite an amazing car. What makes the car safe? Well, there's a lot of things. I mean, we talked about the technology, we talked about traction control, analog braking, all those kinds of things. But if you know, right here we've got this steel section, and then down here we've got a plastic section. Now the plastic's nice because it's durable, it can take some abuse that way. But this section right here is what we call the tritium safety cell. So as you look at this vehicle, the silver portion is the tritium safety cell. It's like a little race car chassis, and it's engineered to transfer any kind of energy around your body in case of an impact. But the size and placement of the axles and the tritium safety cell, how you sit up high, those are all safety benefits and features of this fantastic automobile. Again, excellent condition inside. We've got a nice black cloth seat. You notice also right away, you've got these optional gauges up top. One is a clock and the other is the RPMs. Right up here is the glass top. As I pull this back, you can see we've got an all-glass roof. Got fog lights. Your airbags. And I'm reaching under the seat because I dropped the key. There's the key. So we're going to take the key and we're going to plug it in here. Now notice that it plugs it here in the center. It doesn't plug in up here on the steering column. It plugs right down here in the center. We start it up. Now I had mentioned earlier that it has a manual transmission that will shift automatically for you. So I can just take it from park down into drive like I would normally do it here, and then just drive it. You will feel it shift because it's actually electronically engaging and disengaging a clutch. Let's take it for a little drive and I'll show you what I mean as far as the shifting. You can also paddle shift it here. If you notice, you got a plus and a minus paddle shifting, or at any time I can move this over and then I can shift, and right up here you'll notice that I've got a number 1. That means I'm in first gear. There's also note the miles on the vehicle, 48,310. So I'm going to take this back to the regular mode so you can see it shift. Oftentimes when people drive these cars, well, first of all, they notice that, well, the car drives like a real car, because it is a real car. The other thing, the transmission to some people may feel a little quirky, but to me, it's my very favorite part of the car. I've owned one of these for about 3 years. It's a very, very fun car. Once you get past the transmission, once you learn how to operate it, it'll be your very favorite part of the car after you drive it around for a week. But anyway, see right there, it just shifted. Now I didn't shift that. There's no clutch in the car, and so as I go along here, you'll feel a shift. Let me get back out here on the main road, and you'll feel it shift. So right there was the shift. And then at any time, I can shift it manually, either on the steering wheel or down here in the middle. But very fun, very peppy car. It's another thing that I have people comment on when they first drive the car is, you know, I think their first impression of the car is that it's going to be a little toy, that it can't be driven at freeway speeds, that you can't drive aggressively with it. But all those things are not true. The car is very much a real car. It's very much been engineered to be safe. It is, you know, you can shift it. It's peppy, and it'll get up on the freeway. It's governed at 90 miles an hour, so it'll easily do 90, and it would do more than that if it wasn't governed. My name is Steve Ward with Mercedes-Benz of Linden. It's been my pleasure today to introduce to you this wonderful little 2009 Smart Passion. I think that you'll be pleasantly surprised at what a fantastic vehicle these smart cars are. If you're looking for something to commute in, or just have a lot of fun with, or tow behind a motorhome or something like that, these things are fantastic. Endless possibilities as far as customization. 801-222-4400 is our direct number here at the dealership. Again, my name is Steve Ward. Exit 273 in Linden, Utah.